Welcome back to the Breakdown with Luke. Today we're going to be taking a look at Amazon's Echo Spot. This is a smart speaker with a small display built into it. Now, Amazon's Echo Spot has been around for a while. It's kind of a roundish design, but the older version having an even smaller screen. This is an updated one with a forward-facing speaker, kind of like their Pop, with a nice display here, and an overall slightly larger form factor than the older model. We're going to break down the pros and cons of this, let you know what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and more here in a quick second. First of all, a few disclaimers. This was not a review unit. I did buy it myself to replace an Echo in my bedroom. It's been kind of acting wonky lately. I've been having to reset it a lot. So I picked this up. It's a brand new device, just came out within the last month. We're going to give you my thoughts after using it for a few days. Link in the show notes down below if you want to learn more about this device and find it on Amazon. Pricing on it changes so rapidly. Second, if you like what I do here, do me a big favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up. It lets YouTube know you like what we do here when you do one or both. It really does help us. With that said, let's dive into the review. Starting off with just taking a look at the device. Now, see if I can get a good angle. You can kind of see here, you see it in a video I'll show. They make it look in some of the advertising like this full area here is the screen. The screen's actually just this little area here about, roughly. I don't know if you can quite see the line on that, but you're going to see here in a little bit. I'll show it in action. The screen does not take up the full area here, which, okay, this isn't an Echo Show 5 or whatever, so it is what it is. On the back, there is a power port here. Nice little rubber ring here a little bit to help keep it in place on your nightstand, desk, wherever. 3 buttons on the top. You have volume up, volume down, and a microphone off. And you can see there are 3 microphones there at the top here with that. 3 different microphones to pick up your voice. Let's take a look at everything that came with this and this in action, and then we'll break down a few things here. Starting off with, I got a feeling this is going to be well loved in bedrooms out there for people who do want a smart speaker there. There's no camera on this, unlike Echo Show 5 and others, though they do have privacy shields. I'm not a big fan of that big red cover they put over it. This is definitely far smaller than the Echo Show 5, Echo Show 8, and the like. And the fact that there's no camera will probably make people feel a lot better about using this in the bedroom. The speaker is good, definitely not as great as an Echo Dot. This is bigger than the Echo Dot, but it is a good volume and a good sound. Now, I'm not somebody who really gets into lossless audio and all that. I mostly use these to listen to podcasts, have an alarm, ask things like, what's the weather today as I get up and get dressed in the morning, want to find out what the current temp is for the day. Overall, speaker is very good for the price point. Is it as good as an Echo Dot, the small circular one you saw sitting next to this, the older one? No, honestly, the speaker is not as good. But I honestly don't use a lot of music from this. I'm mostly just asking questions of what the weather is. And I like the size of speaker quality. I like the display so I can also not only hear it, but see the temp and future forecasts and other details on it. The microphone pickup is excellent. I actually think this is better than my older Echo Dot, which you saw sitting next to it, and very happy with it. I am a little disappointed in the display. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was. The advertising kind of, like I said, made it look a little bit bigger maybe than I thought it was. It's hard to tell in the image. It could just been my imagination, because it looks like it should be the full front of this, and it's really just about half of it, maybe a little more than half of the total black space on the front. Beyond that, I really don't have a whole lot of negative to say. The device worked. It's an Echo smart speaker. All those voice commands you've come to know and love, asking questions about weather, travel, information. It's pretty great. I love it to play my morning news as I get ready in the morning. I love it to get the updates. And I also like the fact that it's got a nice big display with it. A few things about the clock that actually makes me like this better than the Echo Dot. I like how the clock kind of faces up. The old Echo Dot, if you watched my review or you saw it, the clock was kind of low. So if you were standing above it, it was kind of awkward to see a little bit. This looks great when I'm laying in bed to look at the clock, or when I'm standing up getting dressed and glancing at the clock to make sure I'm not running late. This is a pretty nice little device there for both of those. So overall, I would actually recommend this over the Echo Dot with clock. Some people may not be a big fan of the screen. It does auto dim at night, detects the ambient light around you, and adjusts to it. So 2 thumbs up. I'm going to recommend this. Your experience may vary. Some people may want no display screen, some people may want it. So if you want a display screen with your Echo for your bedroom, office, wherever, this is good. Now keep in mind that this is definitely one of the weaker speakers in the Echo lineup, but it's still a good quality speaker. I like the forward-facing nature of it versus some of the other ones that are from the rear, for example. But it's definitely not as full range and not as nice as the honestly more expensive Echo speakers and Echo displays. Well, that's it for today. 2 thumbs up, link in the show notes and in the first pinned comment if you want to find it on Amazon. If I didn't happen to answer one of your questions, leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again soon.